another study was conducted on the effects of the sweetener, and Searle, the company that owns aspartame, even paid for part of the research, done right here at Duke University Medical Center.
My study found aspartame to be completely safe.
Dr. Susan Schiffman, Duke University.
Doctor, in your opinion, were you able to do a completely unbiased study
I was able
on aspartame, given that Searle, the company that owns aspartame, funded this study?
In no way did the company interfere with my research in any way. It was a totally unbiased study.
We went to St. Louis to speak with the chairman of Monsanto, the company that now owns Searle and its product, aspartame.
Tom, this is Kathy in A2 Lobby. I need you or one of the other guys to come down. I have some people here to see Mr. Shapiro.
Not only were our phone requests to interview Robert Shapiro denied, but when we tried in person...
He is not in the building right now. He's in Chicago.
We were greeted by security guards, 6 of them.
Are you taping now?
Hi.
We asked if anyone at Monsanto could speak with us. We were told no one was available, and we were asked to leave.
You don't have that on until you said.
So we went to Monsanto's website. There, the company defends its top-selling product, NutraSweet. Online, it says, quote, aspartame has been studied extensively, with approximately 200 studies conducted in humans and animals. The safety of aspartame is well established, unquote. Monsanto dismisses the dozens of anti-aspartame websites as places where, quote, self-styled aspartame experts advance their individual agendas and personal points of view without regard for scientific truth, unquote. The Monsanto webpage links sites belonging to the American Diabetes Association and the Multiple Sclerosis Foundation. Both organizations have published articles supporting NutraSweet. Monsanto does not mention its large contributions to both nonprofit groups.
Not enough is known about NutraSweet.
Edith Johnson just wants the FDA to order more studies. So do the hundreds of people who continue to file complaints. So many, the Department of Health and Human Services has identified 91 symptoms by complainants attributed to aspartame use. The #1 reported symptom is headaches. Some of the other most reported symptoms are dizziness, mood changes, nausea, and stomach pain.
Absolutely, I think the FDA should revisit this issue.
But for now, the FDA has no plans to revisit the issue. The agency wouldn't even designate someone to speak with us on camera. But FDA officials did recently speak with members of the Aspartame Consumer Safety Network. James Turner and Mary Stoddard say they've been trying for years to convince the FDA that aspartame should be taken off the market, but their most recent attempt failed.
They barely acknowledge the possibility that some people may be harmed. Their basic position is that in everything they've looked at, all the data has come in and there's nothing, zero, that suggests to them that there's any problem.
The Food and Drug Administration maintains aspartame is safe, but that's no comfort for Edith Johnson.
You are talking with a very angry lady. I am furious today. They had no right to market it. My message to people is drink water. You don't need aspartame in your life.
It's everywhere. Try walking down one aisle in the grocery store without finding aspartame in something. Is it safe? Should it have ever been approved? That all depends on who you ask.
I feel very, very, very convinced that the data are quite clear that NutraSweet is a very safe ingredient in our food supply.
What would you like to tell people about aspartame?
Avoid it.
FDA representatives would not speak to us on camera, but they did send us this statement. In it, the agency stands behind its decision. The statement then goes on to say the FDA remains ready to act if it receives what it considers to be credible scientific evidence. But until then, NutraSweet will remain on the shelves of your grocery store. Reporting live, Aline Sergani. Now back to you, Tracy.
Well, very interesting report there, Aline. Thank you. One more note on this. Monsanto, the company that owns NutraSweet, is trying to sell that product. It wants to market another artificial sweetener, and that one is called Neotame. Right now, the company is trying to get FDA approval for that product. But the same people with concerns about NutraSweet believe Neotame is just as dangerous.
Cell phones make it a lot easier to reach out and touch someone, but they also make it very hard to find a little peace and quiet at times.